Misty here today. I'm going to do a chat video with you guys, and I've got a card here I want to open from my friend Carol. She sent me a card, so I'm going to open it with you guys on camera. On the envelope here, she has a pretty cross sticker. I have to kind of hide the addresses here. And then pretty Christmas stamps and a pretty Care Bear sticker here. And on the back, we have some pretty stickers also. A donut and an ice cream and a heart. Cute little stickers. So I'm going to open this card up with you guys. And then I'll color a little bit and talk to you. So I hope you guys are doing good. I love you very much, Carol. You're a blessing. She sent me some cute stickers, and I will show you the stickers here. Misty, I hope you had a great Christmas. Thank you for being my friend and all the goodies you've sent me. I'm very thankful. I'm happy we are friends. Hope we are forever friends. Love you, Carol Carney. So thank you. I love you, Carol. I'm glad that I discovered her on YouTube. She's really a blessing. I watch her channel a lot. So here is some cute stickers she sent me. I love getting stickers, guys. I love stickers. Here's some cute Halloween stickers. Oh, that's really adorable. Here we have some cute little bat stickers. And a Spooky and Boo and Happy Halloween. And a cute little TV set. These are really pretty, Carol. And here we have, oh, this is adorable. A little Christmas tree, snowflake, and a little reindeer. Very cute stickers. I was hoping I got some stickers in here, Carol. Oh my gosh, how beautiful this is. That's just really gorgeous right there. This right here. Very pretty, lovely stickers. Thank you. I love you, Carol. Thank you again so much for thinking of me. Yeah, this is my favorite, Carol, out of all this you sent me. This right here is my favorite. That's pretty. That's really gorgeous. Thank you so much. I'm going to color some for you guys in Fairies and Dragons, Deborah Muller. This page right here. And first thing I picked to probably use is these Crayola neon markers. Right here. I haven't tried these yet. I'm going to use them a little bit on the dragon. So, the unwashable markers Crayola. And these are blue color. So this one is, yeah, they're blue. They're really pretty and blue. Instead of being white, they're all a blue. That. Let's see how they do. I haven't tried them out yet. I also have some gel pens. Try this first. I hope these markers does good on this paper here. So these are the Crayola neon markers. Let's see, I got my cardstock down. Yep. Okay. Seems like they're drying pretty good. Yeah, my sugar glider Cookie passed away last week, and she fell about 6 days before that. Well, not really fell, you'd say, just jumped, and it was a beautiful day. It was like in the 70s, and I decided to, you know, I like taking them sometimes out on the porch. I had fun with my sugar glider Emily on the porch. And I had Cookie with me too. Well, she decided that she would jump off of me and landed on the floor of the porch, right on her feet. Hard. She hit hard. Well, for 6 days. What is it? Okay. For 6 days, she was fine. You know, no warning or anything. And let's see, that Sunday, last Sunday. What is it? What is it? Last Sunday we went to Silva. Dwayne was trying to find him an antenna to get in some free channels. So we found that. A coax cable is what he was needing. We found that. And I left the sugar gliders at home because it was really cold. So I left them at home. And when I got home that evening, let's see, later on, Emily was running around on the wheel, but Cookie was just balled up on the wheel. And I had a feeling she was dying. And no, it was that night. Well, that night really, when I noticed before I went to bed. And she was balled up. And I just had a feeling because she was getting stiff. And I told Dwayne was in bed, and I told Dwayne, I said, I'm going to stay up with Cookie. She's dying. I said, she's dying. I'm going to stay up with her. And the side of her jaw was swelled a little bit. I was afraid it might have been from her teeth because last year Chloe passed away because she had trouble with her teeth. And that's what I thought it was. And so I messaged Candace. Candace told me to give her a little bit of sugar that's unsweetened, and give her a little bit of sugar water, a little bit of children's Tylenol, just a dab on the end, which I did that, a little bit of sugar water. I did not have no applesauce or yogurt. I had yogurt drops, but that was all I had. So I know that I wasn't going. I guess what I did might have made her last a little bit longer. She died at 3 that morning. She was stiff, and then she wasn't stiff. She was doing better, but she acted like she was in pain. And I did not like seeing her die, but I went and was with her, same way with Chloe, or what was with Chloe when she died. And it is very painful when you see them die. But I went ahead and done it, for Cookie. So she grabbed at my face for like 2 times. About 2 times she grabbed at my face. And Candace said that means they're saying goodbye to you. And she jumped like she was in pain a couple of times. And when she went, she took some breaths. It was just awful. And I was hoping she lived, but she didn't. I prayed she'd live. And she passed away. And then that evening, Dwayne come home and buried her. It made me really stressed out, and I had a bad migraine, and I was throwing up the next day, and it just made me really stressed out. And Dwayne went out there and buried her. I had her in a little bowl in the bathroom, and it was absolutely awful. I did not think she was going to die. It was unexpected. And Emberly's been doing okay, but I do miss having a glider with her. And I miss Cookie very much. And I get Emberly out in the evenings. She has different routines she likes. She doesn't really like the mornings that much. She likes to be by herself. More in the evening time. She likes, being with me. She'll get under my shirt. She was jumping on my arm some, but she's not. But she's probably stressed out too because Cookie died. She's eating good. She's got a little bald spot on her head that I noticed after I took some pictures of her. Candace said that the females does also get bald spots, but my friend Heather was saying it could be from stress. She has sugar gliders. And but Candace said she's okay. It's just from some females does, just like males has bald spots on their head a little bit. I'm just going to keep an eye on her. Heather lives in South Carolina. She has sugar gliders, and she said she could come up here about the end of February and meet me, and it would be like $420 to get another sugar glider. And I told her right now I just didn't have the money to do that. And I come across somebody on Facebook. Now, you have to watch people on Facebook because I don't believe they're legit. This place, they had pictures of different animals, but you had to message them to know more about the animal. Couldn't read no comments or anything. They said they was in North Carolina, somewhere in North Carolina. They wouldn't give me a phone number or an address. They sent pictures, but that's all they did. They sent the pictures. And on Google, it says to ask for a video chat, of the people showing you the animals. Because the sugar gliders was a good price. It's about $180. And no, they wouldn't do it. They just asked me for my phone number. So they're a bunch of crooks. I forgot what the name of the place was. But, it's like they've got a title for their place. And they have some pictures of hedgehogs. And one of the sugar gliders is really rare. They had a picture of it was solid black. So that kind of threw me off guard too. Because those are hard to find, a solid black sugar glider. And plus, let's see. Plus, they had some of the white sugar gliders like mine, and those are really, the white ones are expensive, They had a lot of pictures of the white ones, more of the white ones, which is eye-catching than the brown ones. So there's no way really they'll get caught up with. I mean, some people will actually go ahead and give them the money. They say they ship it to your house. And, Candace said it's okay to have them shipped. But also it's good, to meet the person and to have them in person, meet them. And so, but I don't really want to pay around $400 for sugar glider. I paid a lot for Emberly, and I was needing a friend for Cookie because at the time, Cookie wouldn't have made it, so I had to do something. I think they have like 2 months before they die because they'll grieve themselves. And she was around sugar gliders her whole life, So I really had to do something for Cookie. And, I was trying to keep Cookie alive, and here she died this year. I had no idea that would happen. And I can't blame myself for it. I took good care of my gliders. I take good care of my gliders, and that happened. I don't know what happened. And I can't blame myself. And I wasn't thinking, but I had them on the porch. She just jumped off of me, landed right on her feet hard, and it really bothered me. When Glenda come home that day, I told Glenda about it, and then I asked Alexa about it on the speaker there about it, and yeah, she must have hurt herself on the inside eternally, and I didn't know it. But I never saw any blood or anything. There was no warning that anything was wrong. I think I even got her and Emily out one evening, and put them in the tent there. They was playing in the tent. And a lot of times when I'd have them in that little tent in the living room, I can sit in there with them. And Cookie would go on her wheel and run, and then Emberly would get under my shirt with me while Cookie would run on the wheel. And I tried to get Emberly out and let her, play with Cookie, but she wanted to get under my shirt. She's bonding to me, but she's still not fully used to me. She's still not. It takes time. Candace said about a year to bond it takes. And this August will be a year I've had her. I didn't really have her long enough for her to bond to Cookie, which was good. So I can work more with her, and she can get bonded closer to me. She gets on her wheel and plays. She gets on her wheel till about I'd say probably, probably till about, let's see, 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 a.m. in the morning she runs on her wheel. And I leave the cage covered up with a quilt so the light won't bother her. I gave her some kiwi fruit last night and she eat it. Some kiwi fruit. We went to Aldi's in Franklin the other day. Got some groceries at Aldi's. I went with Betty yesterday. Margaret, she fell. My sister-in-law, she fell at Dollar General. There's a rug on the outside, and it was wound up a little bit, and she fell over it and just broke everything in one hand, pretty much. She had to have surgery last Monday. She's not able to work. She just got a new truck, having to make truck payments. She opened up a GoFundMe site, and she's made over $2,000, enough to make it for 2 months. And people's been nice to help her. And yesterday I went with her and Glenda and Betty to town. Betty had a doctor's appointment. I went with Betty back with her to see the doctor. And they told her to increase her metformin she takes from 1 to 2 morning and night. And I didn't know this. After we got out of there, she said she couldn't take it because it made her sick. And here they told her to increase the dosage. She didn't tell them that it didn't make her sick. So I don't know what she's going to do on that. They told her to take 2 in the morning, 2 at night. So that does like that. I haven't been able to walk the dogs much because it's so cold here in North Carolina. So cold. And this weekend we are supposed to get snow, which I'm kind of glad of because I was wanting good snow. Saturday, Alexa said it's supposed to be about 4 inches of snow. And then Sunday's a dusting. So our biggest snow will be Saturday. And I hope the power does not go off because I try to take care of my hermit crabs. I also had a problem with my hermit crabs. I didn't know that the heater was unplugged. And I had some insulation around it, the tank, and I decided to take it off because my top number was in the 60s. And it's a lot of work with hermit crabs. That's one reason why I haven't been on here a lot. I've just been real busy with my animals, my hermit crabs. You gotta try to keep the top and bottom number in the 70s. The humidity, the bottom number, and the top number is the temperature in the tank. And it was in the 60s. It was dropping down, and I couldn't understand why it was doing that. It was a simple mistake. I had no idea that the heaters was unplugged till I took the insulation off the tanks. And I guess it happened when I was putting the insulation on. Dwayne was helping me, and we didn't know that it happened. So I went ahead and plugged the heaters back up, and still with the heaters plugged up, I couldn't hardly get the top number right. All I had on hand was a 25-watt bulb because my 50-watt bulb went out. And I've been having trouble with my mailman. He don't want to put the packages in the mail. He's associate with the real mail woman that usually runs, and he does not want to put my packages in the mail. Margaret had some packages too. At this address, she gets packages. There's a lot of people that gets mail at this address, and I don't think they like that. So I went with them mostly yesterday too to the post office about my packages. So I was lucky enough to get the bulbs yesterday because I was really needing the bulbs for the hermit crabs, the 50-watt bulbs. And as soon as I got home, I put them 50-watt bulbs in, and it brought the temperature up to what it needed to be. This morning, the temperature is what it needs to be. this morning. But I've got the heat lamp on anyway right now. So I burned some wood and we'll let the fire go out. And then if I need to turn on some heat again, I'll just use the kerosene heater, try to save on wood. Dwayne got a whole load of wood. He cut some wood Monday, but I'm going to try to save some on the wood to help Dwayne, keep it from being so hard on him trying to get it. Because he works hard and then he's having to cut wood some, but it's been really cold here, and I hope the power doesn't go off. I've got some thermal blankets for the hermit crabs. I usually put on that anyway, thermal blankets and some towels. I use about 2 thermal blankets and 3 or 4 towels. Like that. That's what I usually do. So, see how it goes. One of them come back up. Both of them was buried again. I think it's because of me messing up. And I did not, like I said, I did not know. I did not know that the heater wasn't working. So I'm thankful that I noticed that. And it was hard to know because I had that insulation around the tank. And also, I just went in and ordered me another thermometer to have. So I had to order that. And plus a holder to put it in. So Hocus has come back up. My hermit crab. My hermit crab. Pocus is still buried, but Hocus has come back up. I'm gonna check on Hocus. I'm gonna get Hocus out and check on Hocus. I don't recommend hermit crabs to kids because it's more of an adult thing. Because it's a lot of work. You have to keep water in their pools. You have a pool that has regular water and a pool that has salt water. And you have to add 2 drops of prime to it every 2 days. Also, I had to add some more dry moss around the pool area because it was building up some with water. So I had to do that. They don't really move around a lot. A lot of people worries about them not having enough room. I've got a 20 gallon and you can buy like an extra gallon, maybe. I forgot what the size was. I looked up for 20 gallon to put on top of it to make more room. But mine doesn't move around a whole lot. I've got some stuff in the tank. I don't never see them moving around. They say they move around at night. And there's a camera you can buy on Amazon. But it works only with Wi-Fi, so I couldn't get it. I can't get Wi-Fi. I get a mobile hotspot, but it won't work with the mobile hotspot. So I got Levi on my shoulder. He likes to get out when I do a chat video. And I got Sadie. I'm gonna color this one spot green. I've got Sadie in the bedroom. So yeah, I just told Dwayne, I said, Dwayne, I'm gonna have to stay up because my sugar glider is dying and I'm gonna have to stay up. It was just all of a sudden and that she was dying, and it's really hard staying with them when they die. Abby, she had her for 9 years, and I didn't watch her die. I know she was dying. I just covered her up, put a little blanket on her and a little container there, and I didn't do it. But now with orange. Okay, I'll go orange. With Chloe and Cookie, See, I went through, let's see, how many sugar gliders? Abby and Maya was my first 2 sugar gliders. Maya lived 7 years. I don't know what caused her to die, Maya. I found her in the bottom of the cage. So I was trying to keep her alive, and she died. I got Abby with Maya from Candace. Well, Abby lived 9 years. She had a yeast infection. That's what killed her. And Candace said she believed what caused her to have a yeast infection was because I changed her diet, changed the food. She thinks that's what happened at the time. And that could have been it. Sure enough, it could have been. Chloe, she passed away with, I believe she had trouble with her teeth is what killed her. And, I spent like $800 on her that year before last, trying to save her. And that helped her live, and that was a lot of money, but they helped her live another year. She made it another year because I did that. And now Cookie died from the fall, I do believe. A vet couldn't have even saved her, I don't think. No, a vet couldn't have saved her. I don't know why it happened, guys. I don't know why. It was such a pretty day, and I just wanted to take them out on the porch, and I had done videos of Amberly, with me having Amberly on the porch. I've done videos like that. And, Cookie was real hyper, and so is Amberly. They're both real hyper sugar gliders. And then my kitten, I took my kitten to get it fixed last week. That was rough because it was only $60 to do it. It was only $60. It only cost $60 because I went through Piles, which they helped me a lot doing that. Piles did. So I had to be down there at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Daddy took me, and it was really dark. Couldn't hardly see. And Daddy, I don't know why Daddy turned around at the vet place, but he went through the light and stopped, but he went through the light. He turned around at the vet place, and there was a school bus that just about ran over us, just come so close to hitting us. I've seen it right at the window, and I don't know why Daddy did that. But the Lord was taking care of us. I said, Daddy, you just about run in front of a school bus. So just pray for my daddy when he's driving. I know it was really dark, for one thing. And then I told him, I said, Daddy, you're going to have to get those rotor fixed on your wheels. So just pray we'll do that. He says he doesn't have the money to do it. I said, well, Daddy, use your credit card. I said, that's what we do. We have to use our credit card. I said, you don't want that vehicle to lock down when we're going somewhere. Because next month I have to go to Asheville to Armstrong, and Daddy's got to take me. And I told Daddy, I said, you don't want that vehicle to lock down when you're in the middle of Asheville on the interstate. And, if Mama don't help pay anything, well, that's the way it is. But I told Daddy, I said, Daddy, you've got to do for yourself, and you need to get it fixed. So hopefully he listened to me. And I dropped Sadie off at 7 in the morning there. Daddy, we went, and then that was really hard because I had to get up really early, and I felt really awful. It was really hard, and then the next day after that, we had to go. The cat stayed overnight, I do believe, in Asheville. They fixed the cat, spay them. Then you have to go back the next day around, let's see. You have to go back at like 15 to 11, pick them up. And you wouldn't even know that she was fixed, had an operation, because she's full of spunk still, full of life. And she gets on Pumpkin's nerves so bad. She's just so bad. She's so mean to Pumpkin. She jumps on his head and everything. Pumpkin puts up with it and hisses at him, but Pumpkin will not slap the far out of Sadie, and that would help her stop doing that. It's a lot of work with the kitten, more work than what I realized it is. It really is hard with a kitten. And she's gotten a lot bigger since we got her. So that's one reason why I'm slow on doing videos, is because I'm so busy with my animals. They just keep me so busy. These animals does. Going all the time. With the 3 dogs, and then I've got the cat. I've got 2 cats, 3 dogs, a sugar glider, a bird, 2 hermit crabs that depend on me because they count on me. So I try to help them through the day and make it. Yeah, they depend on me to feed them and everything, take care of them. It's a lot of work, but I like it, and it's heartbreaking. I do it to myself. It's like I know that the animal's gonna die, and then I still do it to myself. I still get another animal, knowing that they're gonna die, and I get another one, and every time. I didn't really want the hermit crabs because it gets so cold in here. It gets cold outside, but Glenda brought them to me, so yeah, hopefully they'll survive through all the cold weather, because I guess they're more like, they need to be in Florida, really, hermit crabs. And yes, it is so much work having hermit crabs. It really is a lot of work doing it, like I said. And then, say I fixed her salt water. I got to fix her salt water in a gallon jug with some water. And let's see, the salt water is what you pour in their pools. The salt water is in one of their pools. I've learned a lot from the hermit crab groups on how to take care of them. Let's see, this is what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to do like this, because this makes the picture stand out when you go around go around it a little bit like this. It just makes it look really good. And these markers are hard to find, so if you find them, grab them. I can't remember where I found these, but they're hard to find, come across. Family Dollar, I believe it was, where I got these at. And Andrews, and I believe the Family Dollar and Andrews went out. I believe it's where I got these. I read there was a chicken factory in Andrews that burnt down. It had like 86,000 chickens or something. Dwayne said, I didn't know they had a chicken factory in Andrews. It's like $5 million damage. I read that on Facebook about it. Yeah, Carol really makes my day. She does. Every day, Carol makes my day. She makes videos and she chats. She does coloring chats or diamond painting. She really makes my day. Very enjoyable channel. True blessing she is. She doesn't realize what a true blessing she is. She really is loved. Carol is loved. And you know, if you don't have YouTube, you don't know these people. You never heard of these people or anything if you don't have YouTube. So it's just good you have it now. It really is. See, now I've ended up using these colors. I'm trying to use a lot of these, just the same colors for this picture, so I'm trying to do. I've really enjoyed doing silent lives. I've really enjoyed it. And like I said, I'm so busy. The only time I really have to color on chat, I don't have a lot of time here lately to do chat videos. And I have more time in the evening time, so that's when I do my lives, silent lives. And I hate it because I haven't been able to, let's see, what was I going to say? Well, I forgot what I was going to say now. Forgot what I was going to say, guys. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I hate it because I haven't had more time to do videos. And I don't have anything to take shorts. I mean, I haven't seen anything to make a short video. And like certain videos that make a lot of views is not having views. I don't know what's happening to the short section. Is anybody else having trouble too with their shorts? I mean, the shorts is not doing well. There's this right here. Let me see what time it is. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I went ahead and colored a little bit more on her pants area. So I colored that. Pumpkin's sitting right beside of me here while I color. Aren't you, Pumpkin? So just I used all the Crayola neons there. No, why are you doing that? No. No. You can't do that, no. Pen and Gear. These are good markers. Pen and Gear. So these are Pen and Gear markers right here. I'm just using budget-friendly markers. That's what I'm using here. So these are Pen and Gear. Now he's gonna start chirping at this pouch here. He's gonna start chirping at it. Okay, did I hit record? I think I did. Record. No. 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 Pen and Gear and Crayola neons. And also, Dwayne did find me some of the ink markers. They're really good if you come across them in permanent marker ink, INC. Black. Especially for the premium paper, when you do color by number, for the shiny paper, they do really good. Now, Pen and Gear has a black marker. It looks like it's, you'd think it was a black color, but when you use it, it's a brown. So beware of that. It looks like, it's Pen and Gear, so if it's like this, it's solid black. To me, it looks brown. when it goes down. Yeah, I'm glad we're going to get some snow. For sure. I pray for some snow. I was so mad yesterday about the post office. That man, or who, it's a man or woman, not putting my packages in the mailbox. But it was stupid too of Amazon, because these were small packages and they had them in huge brown envelopes. One was the thermometer, the hermit crabs. One was the bulbs. These was all in different big envelopes, for goodness sake. It looks like they would have put it all in one package. And I couldn't tell that woman nothing. I know you're not supposed to really, you can't really tell them anything, the worker, but I was needing to complain and tell about it, that they didn't put the packages in the mailbox. And I have a big mailbox. I have a big one, so. Dwayne's sister, Barbara's husband, Richard's got cancer. He took his first treatment, he said the other day, and it was 6 hours, 6-hour treatment. And Silva's telling us he had his treatment. I forgot what kind of cancer it is. See, I just want to have my sugar glider with me all the time. And she just building up to me. I just wish she was really, really, really tamed and I could get her out anytime. I have to go with what she does and what she feels. I just wish I had two. I wish I still had Cookie with her, because it's always good having two sugar gliders, and I hate that it happens so much. And I enjoyed getting them out. They, go in the bathroom with them, and they climb the shower curtain. And Cookie had a really good life, and she loved my animals and Pepper, and she'd crawl on top of Pepper sometimes. They trust my animals. Except for Emberly, I don't get, if I get, I watch how I do that with the kitten. But I want Emberly to grow up with my animals and get used to them, like my bird and my sugar gliders. Because I always want to have sugar glider on hand. I always want to have a sugar glider pet. I love sugar gliders. I know a lot of people, once they die an animal, they don't want another one like it, but I always do. I always want to, I'm always going to love sugar gliders. And I love my hermit crabs. I love having my hermit crabs, guys. I love them. It's strange, but I just like my my hermit crabs. I want to try to keep them alive and do the best I can to try to keep them alive. Also, I bought me some kerosene for my heater, so I'm ready for the snow in case it snows really bad or something. We've got a lot of wood, but still, it doesn't hurt to use kerosene. So that's what I plan on doing today. If it gets cold this evening, then I'll use my kerosene a little bit. But when you order something, you want to be able to get it at your mailbox, regardless. I mean, these are like small packages, and it started the other day. They left a message. I saw it on the tracking number. When you go on the USPS site and you enter the tracking number, it said the mailbox was full, and it was not full. There was nothing in it, and the package was small. It was only the thermometers for the hermit crab. It was just a big envelope. That's the one they wouldn't deliver, and they said it was too full. It started the other day, that crap did. And no, it was not full. They did not want to put it in there, and that's not going to work. So if it keeps happening, I'll have to call and complain to the USPS about it. And I tried to show that lady that worked down there in my mailbox that it was empty, and it's like she didn't even care. I couldn't tell her nothing. And I know she just works there, but I was trying to tell her this person does not want to put packages in my mailbox. So all she did was write down my address. She didn't write down my name. I said, just make sure I get my packages. See, this is the problem. Margaret, she needs a mailbox. They need a mailbox at their road. So we have Barbara and Richard, that's Dwayne's sister and husband. Then we have Margaret. Both of them could have a mailbox up there. And they've got it down here at our mailbox. So we've got a bunch of people getting mail at this mailbox. Me and Dwayne, which Dwayne don't hardly get anything. Margaret don't much. Barbara, Richard, Monroe, Betty, and Margaret, all at this mailbox here. But I'm the one that orders the most packages. I'm the one that orders the most, which is good. Because the postman would drive himself crazy if there was a lot of overwhelming packages. It would drive him insane. So, he needs to know, listen, put my packages in this mailbox. And I was really worried because I was wanting to get the 50-watt bulbs for my hermit crabs. Because it was getting cold weather, and the 25-watt bulb was not cutting it. It was not doing it. And then I got the 50-watt, and it done good. It raised it up. Raised the temperature up. So I need to keep the 50 watts on hand. I was hoping I could find some at Walmart the other day, but no luck in it. They had nothing like that. Which I didn't think they would, and they didn't. They didn't have it. Don't you guys just love coloring? Don't you guys just love coloring dragons? Don't you just love it? Coloring dragons? And I'm in the mood this month to color dragons, and also color mermaids. Yeah, mermaids. Let me do this. That's what I'm in the mood to do. Yeah, that's what I want to do, is color mermaids and dragons, for sure. Now I'm doing this. Sometimes it's really fun for me to do this, and like other times this looks crappy to me when I do this, so I guess it just depends on the mood I'm in. So what I want to do is make this a little rough looking like this. I do get in certain moods. And this actually looks good when you do that. It does look good. When you get messy on a page, sometimes it does look good. But you have to be, like it's highlighting in a dark marker like this, you have to be in a mood to do it. Because sometimes you do it and you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do? It looks like crap. And then you make the picture worse. So, yeah, I messed up a page. I messed up 2 pages in the new Deborah Muller book that's for the year. I'm not going to do it because I messed up the first page in it. And I done it on live and people liked it, but I messed it up using that water, using water or something on it, and it had a hole in it. I didn't tell you guys when I was doing it. You guys didn't know when I was doing the video how it went, but I had a small hole in the page, so I was like, heck with this. I'm putting this book up. I'm not doing it, so I'm not going to color in it this year. I'm not going to do it. I got discouraged. I messed it up, and it's hard doing that. See, I did that a lot. I did that a lot back in last year, and I had to end up buying another book because of that. I'm not going to do it again. Not going to go through all that. Let me go through the hair again like this. Well, let's see how the hair looks. Let me just color the hair like this. And I messed up a mermaid page, so I ended up, I've had some mess ups this month, and I used some glitter on it to help it. Sparkles. Stickles to save it. It's real shiny, but I wanted to make it look better. I didn't post it. And I have messed up some on my cover number, but I just keep going with it. Like I was doing the one Valentine page, X method, and I messed up on the bottom green color. I used the wrong green, but I just kept going. And I finished it. So this is one of those days where I just don't care how this picture, I mean, if it looks a little messy, it's okay. Then other days I want to try to fix a Deborah Muller picture to look real pretty and put glitter and everything on it. And then other days I just want to do this, you know, be a little messy with it. Not too messy because you can mess it up, but it's according to how you feel when you're coloring, you know. But these markers are doing really good on this paper here. The Pen and Gear, they're doing pretty good. What are you doing down there? So I asked Alexa, I said, Alexa, do you think that Emily knows that Cookie's gone? Oh, yeah, she said she knows it. She knows that Cookie's gone, which is sad because I was hoping she wouldn't know it. I didn't. As soon as I noticed that Cookie was dying, I took her right out of the cage. But now, when Chloe was dying, I showed Cookie that she was dying, so she would know, but not, I didn't do it with Emberly. Emberly's still real young sugar glider. So, there's nothing much you can say about it. It just happened. There's nothing much a person can say, you know. I told Glenda the night that it happened, I said, my sugar glider's dying. She said, what happened? She looked good. She didn't look sick. And I took some pictures of her before she died, you know, when she was alert and looking at me. I took a picture of her, a couple. And she was looking really pretty. She was getting this pretty brown line on her head. Candace said they get that when they're older. So I was able to have her for 7 years. I had her 7 years. And I was so sick that day. I was so stressed out. I wasn't able to go out with Dwayne when he buried her. And I looked out there and he put a board on the grave. And it looks like it has a cross on it. And I walked through the yard and started crying because I seen it, you know, the day after he buried her. But I haven't went down to the grave. I got all my animals in one spot buried. Buttercup, my cockatiel, I had for 13 years. She's buried with, and then the one that talked, Iris, that died all of a sudden. You remember, if you guys watch my channel a long time, you remember Iris. He would talk, and he liked Pepper. He died all of a sudden the day before Abby died, so that was hard. And then I have my sugar gliders buried, my birds buried. Now, BB, she's buried over by the woodshed. And then Einstein, he's buried up on the bank here. It's so sad, it's part of life, and we have to die, and our animals have to die. It's just awful. Especially when you love them so much. You love your animals, you know. So I hope you guys will watch this video. I always want to do a long chat video, and I hope that I still get viewers doing that, because I end up doing like an hour and a half chat video, and I just like doing it. So hopefully you guys will still come in and watch it when I do longer video like this. I just about went too far on this. Just about. But just leave it and don't worry about it. Just let it be the way it is. Let this be like this. I do like the way I did the cheeks there. So we can go like this. Just make lines. And then, you know, sometimes I just want to do this. I just want to be messy on a page. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making lines. That's all I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do, is make the lines. Do the picture here. Don't do this often, but sometimes I do. Yeah, that's just the way it is with the lines. You can. That's what I like doing. Is sometimes it's just using lines. It does make a neat picture doing this. And then other times I like to color it in or use eyeshadow. Yeah, it looks good though. Especially since I highlighted around her and everything. This adds to it. And then I can go around this border here too. The border. It's not going to be perfect. No, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be a perfect line. Go around this border with pink a little bit. It's okay if it's messy here. Because that's what I want it to be. And then I'll go here. See, God, I cannot make a straight line for nothing, guys. I cannot do it. There we go. See there? What time is it? Okay. Plus, Margaret, you know, I told you about Margaret. She also lost her cat. Her cat died. Let's see. Last week, or I think her dog died. The dog come up to her when she was working at the rest home about in 2020. And she just took it home with her. and it died recently, died last week, and I think she caught it Axel, and then her cat died. Also, the week before that, her cat, I forgot what the name of the cat was. She had said she had it about 3 or 4 years. I believe it was an older cat, and she said it got to where it liked to loafer. It died on her neighbor's porch, so she's had a really hard time. Margaret has. She has had a really hard time. So I did a color in this book with you guys chatting. It's hard to know which Deborah book to pick because it's hard to choose. And I don't want to mess up on the Deborah pictures, so I have to make sure it's a picture that I'm in a mood to color, you know. Make sure it's a picture that I'm in the mood for. See, now this is what I've been doing here lately. I've kind of been messing up their face a little. And I go overboard, like with the eyes. I went around the white with green. But I don't know. You just get in the mood to do certain things. I'll just leave it like that. Hope for the best. Should I color the skin like that too? So just do it. Just go in with it and color the skin here. Yeah, that's good. Just make her kind of rough looking. I don't know how to say it. Skin kind of a rough color. Yeah, this was really fun to do on camera here. Very nice to color. There it is. I'm not going to put any gel pen or anything over it. I'm just going to leave it like this because I was wanting to just use, you know, like Crayola and pen and gear on this. See, this just adds a little character to it. Also, you can go in with some lines and do that. And like that, too. I mean, like this, you know. Just scribble a little bit. It's okay. Or length. There we go. Like that. Scribble. Scribble and have fun, guys. Scribble, scribble. That's right. Carol made my day sending me that card. And that's one thing that motivated me to do a video. I wanted to open the card on camera. So I told Carol, I asked Carol, I said, Carol, can I open your card on camera and then I'll do a chat probably tomorrow? And she said, yeah. So thank you, Carol. You motivated me to do a video. You have to be in the mood to do this. I just can't sit down and do a picture like this. To be in the mood to do it. Let's just do this to be doing. Time is it? Okay. See, I gotta pray, guys, pray that I'll get snow Saturday, a good snow, but pray the power does not go out, because I want to see it snow, so that'll be fine with me. If Dwayne gets stuck here, that's fine. If you can't work Saturday, that's alright. I tell him, if it's bad, you cannot go in. So you can't go in if it's bad. You can't do it. See, I mean, sometimes the more messier, the better. Doing a picture like this, you just go with it. And the lines always makes it good. Add some lines to it. It makes it stand out really good. Okay, that's good. I better just leave it like that. Pretty. Turned out good. Markers did pretty good. Alright guys, thank you. I love you. Thank you for watching. I'll be back again.